You that speaks volumes. That's all I'll say. Like to call to order the County Commission meeting February 18th. Commissioner Ledger, would you lead us in prayer?
Yes. Father, thank you for bringing us all together tonight. We know we got some expected bad weather, so watch over everybody that's out and about the next few days. We pray that we make
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jenkins.
Here.
Mr. Ledger.
Here.
Mr. McElwain.
Here.
Mr. Beatty.
Here.
Mr. Dawson. Ms. Spicer. Mr. Buckner.
Here.
Mr. Britt.
here.
Mr. Petty. Mr. Williams. Mr. Grove.
Here.
Ms. Gray.
First order of business is approval of minutes of the 2000 January 21st meeting. Give you all opportunity to view that. Open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner Beatty, second by Commissioner McElwain. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 2 is public comments. So we do have a public hearing tonight, and that'll be at a later time. Under public comments, do we have anyone sign up for that? All right, thank you. Next item of business appointments. The first is Planning Commission. Amanda Berry to fulfill the term left by Christy Sullivan. Open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner Gray, thank you. Second by Commissioner Grove. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Item number 2, Inmate Disciplinary Review Board. The names brought forward from Sheriff's Department on that is Chief Jailer Dwayne Hayes, Captain Brian Cave, Sergeant Adam Collins, Sergeant Ashley Whitworth, Deputy Joseph Webster, and Lieutenant Joshua Barber. I'll open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner Spicer, second by Commissioner Ledger. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Next item is similar appointments, the election. This is the election to put members onto the Agricultural Extension Committee. The names brought forward are Ms. Connie Hurd, Commissioner Dwight McElwain, Commissioner Mike Petty, Mr. Stephen Logan, and Mr. Jeff Killian. Open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner Simpkins, second by Commissioner Beatty. Brett. Any questions or discussion? We'll keep an eye on him. Well, it'll be probationary at least. There's no other discussion. All in favor, vote by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Any committees to report? Hearing none. Public hearings, rezoning request for Paul Lovell, tax map 40, parcel 44.07, 5.00 acres, Highway 49 East Charlotte, A1 agriculture to C1 Rural Center District, 4th District. Mr. Darnell.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Lovell is here tonight. He owns 5 acres right there on Highway 49 East, right across from Maple Valley Road where the dollar store and there's a little garage across the road. Those properties are zoned C1 and C2. He's wanting to go to C1 to open a self-storage unit. This did go to the Planning Commission, was approved at the January 9th, 2025 meeting by a vote of 10-0.
This is a public hearing. Is there anyone here to speak on the public hearing? Anyone here to speak on the public hearing? We'll show on the records, no one here to speak on that. The public hearing's closed. Thank you, Mr. Darnell. Under resolutions, quarterly financial reports, all funds except schools. Mr. Don Hall.
Mayor, I myself don't have anything to add to quarter reports.
Any questions from Mr. Hall? We'll open the floor for a motion. Motion by Commissioner McElwain, second by Commissioner Buckner. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Mr. Hall lives far to the west and his fear of snow is kicking in. So he's dismissing himself right now. So if you have, we hear it's drifting up in McEwen right now. Next item is quarterly financial reports, all school funds, Board of Education representative. We do have both of them, Dr. Sutherland and Ms. Underhill.
Yes.
This is on the financial reports first. On the financial reports they provided you for the quarter, do you have any questions? Open the floor for a motion on that. Motion by Commissioner Gray, second by Commissioner Brett. On the financial reports, any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 3, budget amendments, all school funds, Board of Education representatives. Again, Dr. Southern, Ms. Underhill.
Are there any questions in regards to the amendments that we sent?
Yes, we met Friday,
Mhm.
midday-ish. We're comfortable with the changes made on this. Myself, Mr. Hall. Motion by Commissioner Grove. Do I have a second? Second by Commissioner Beatty. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, school folks. Item number 4 is rezoning request for Noah Gillerman, tax map 101. That's not right. We had a public, is that what we had the public hearing on?
No, that's last.
Okay, I didn't have enough coffee today, so let's start over on that. Rezone request for Noah Gillerman, tax map 101, parcel 16.02, 1.67 acres, 3066 Highway 70 East, Burns, Tennessee, C2 General Commercial to C1 Rural Center District, 10th District. Any questions or discussion on that? Open the floor for a motion. This is one we covered 30 days ago, right? So this is for final resolution for approval. Commissioner Ledger, thank you. Second by Commissioner Grove. Thank you. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, vote by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Item number 5 is the Eno Road speed limit. It's to set a new speed limit on there. It was requested by Commissioner Ledger on this. Do we have a recommendation tonight, Chief Murphy?
35.
35. Is that your motion, Commissioner Ledger? Okay. Do we have a second on that? Second by Commissioner McElwain. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Now we're back to where I'm supposed to be. Other business, rezoning request for Paul Lovell, tax map 40, parcel 44.07, 5 acres, Highway 49 East Charlotte, Tennessee, A1 Agriculture to C1 Rural Center District, 4th District. This is what you just heard a few minutes ago. This vote is to carry this forward for a meeting for 30 days. Motion by Commissioner Simpkins. Look for a second. Second by Commissioner McElwain. Yes.
What? New aisle or new code, the rural center?
No, that's just the definition of the C1, the actual, it's been the same for years.
That's just something you hadn't seen in the
Yeah,
middle.
the C2 is listed as general commercial, but this is what the C1 actually is. Which sounds a little odd, but that is for you.
Yeah, I just, that's new to me.
Commissioner Beatty.
Mr. Darnell, I've got some questions. From being down there, in that district, I guess I've drove by there and noticed that this has went up and there's a slab already poured and everything. And is this one of the things where we realized we had
Slab
to?
has been there for a while. I don't know if it's going to be part of the other. I think originally they were going to do it and didn't realize what all they had to go through first to get it rezoned, and then we'll still have to have a site plan to go through the planning commission.
Well, and that was my thing. The only thing I'm worried about there is, and we talked about it the other night with the other, that we just zoned, that was going to be storage buildings.
Mhm.
Pulling in there, I want to make sure that they have enough room to get a truck and trailer off that
Yeah,
road,
off
because
the
you
road
pop over
before
that
you get-
hill,
Yes,
and if somebody's sitting in that road,
yes.
so I mean, will they be
That will be something that will be discussed at the site plan.
okay?
Yes. Because it being a state highway, they may limit, what kind of driveway, the specs on it, but that distance will be on
Well,
the,
I just didn't know if that was possible with them already having that poured and done, or are they going to make them tear that up, or what?
that we'll have to see on the site plan what the distance is, because you're going to have room, you're right, to pull a truck and trailer off the road to the gate. At that point, we'll have to see what the site plan looks like.
Okay.
Yes, Commissioner Gray.
And since it's not on the checklist, I just want to be sure that a notice of zone change was given to all the parcels around.
On this one, it was not, no.
Okay.
At this point, the attorneys are still working on actually drawing up the paper we're going to send out. And this one here, we did do the traffic study on it, but we did not send that out because we don't have it at this point in time. But we have not received any calls or anybody's come in and asked about it one way or the other. And the property is posted and it was put in the paper.
Any other questions for Mr. Darnell? Yes.
We have to have the traffic study and all of that done before.
Yes, that is the first thing. That is part of the requirements when it comes to the planning commission. Yes. And there was a copy of it.
Not doing that in the beginning.
It was, on this one, it was. You should have had a copy of it in your file. Oh, that was passed out 2 weeks ago.
So is this, are we just moving it on till, or is this going back to the planning commission?
No, well, once it gets rezoned, they'll have to bring a site plan back to the planning commission for actual site plan approval.
Then they'll have to pass it. They'll have to vote.
Correct. Yes, yes. Once it's, they got to get it rezoned first. At that point, then the site plan of what they want to do will have to go back and be approved. Yes.
Motion to approve.
Did I get motions?
Mr. Simpkins and Mr. McElwain.
All right. So we do have proper motion second. No, thank you, Commissioner Beatty. Any other questions or discussion? Hearing none, we'll take that vote. All in favor, vote by stating aye.
Yeah.
Opposed? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Darnell. Next item of business is approval of notaries. Madam Clerk.
I want to apologize to y'all how many times I sit them out. Every time I'm so, oh, they just run over me. I feel sorry for them and Adam. So y'all have a current list on your days. Okay. Martin Burge, Lauren Cotton, Alicia Dunton, Kim Edmondson, Austin Fry, Ryan Garner, Tanya Garner, Larissa Deals, Cassie Hassel, Sandra Howard, Amanda Manley, Emily McAllister, Whitney Millen, Paxton Perkins, Cynthia Pottis, Marie Radaball Ford, Cindy Self, Jeffrey Steinbarge, Annette Tucker, Warren Bond, Emmanuela Wesson, and Ginger White.
Open the floor for motion. Commissioner Spicer, Commissioner Gray, motion a second. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Under announcements, I'll make a quick one. You know, we had a pretty good discussion a couple of weeks ago, I guess it was, about the sober living facilities. Needless to say that kind of got a life of its own, which is good. The city of Dickson is having a meeting at this very time to have the town hall meeting to have that discussion. What had been worked on for some time is there's a representative out of Hamilton County, Representative Martin, who was working on a bill to help give some regulations to cities and counties on this. But we felt it could go further. So the city has reached out in the county to Representative Mary Littleton. She's in the process of writing some laws that could help us as much as we legally can through the Fair Housing Act. There's a meeting this Thursday, weather permitting, with Representative Littleton, Mr. Reagan from the county, and some city representatives to really start putting some teeth in this. So I think we all knew it was a problem, an issue, but we lit stick of dynamite 2 weeks ago and saw it. Now it's up and running. But the most important thing is the state legislature hears us loud and clear, and they're putting together a bill that they can look at that will give some teeth for licensing and approval, and maybe some local authority over those homes. We still have problems with zoning because of the Fair Housing Act, but after we get this done at state level, we will see what we can do, and then we'll approach our federal representatives and see if there's something on a federal level we can do. But the good news is the public, you heard them, we heard them loud and clear, and work's being done. So thank you on that, and I'll keep you up to date as that moves forward. When we're back on our March 3rd meeting, I should have plenty to speak to you about on that. Under announcements, we always have distinguished guests here, but tonight we have Mr. Jonah Marlin. He is a part of Leadership Dickson County, so he's here tonight with that part, and he's got his buddy Terry Marlin there tonight, and so maybe Terry's learned something. I know Jonah already knows it all because he studies all this, but thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate you being a part of this, so want to recognize him on that. The other deal is, do we have a birthday coming up? He's self-reporting? Yes. Yes. The singing was so horrendous back in January. We don't need another one of those for about 6 months. Well, I hope you have a happy birthday next week, Saturday. You're welcome. Let's see how old you're going to be.
I know I don't look like I don't know anything. Right.
Oh, it's getting a little saucy. We better slow down. Any other announcements need to be made other than final announcement? One I'll just bring up. We're watching the weather closely, and I usually don't see you on this, but I'll be waking up at 5 in the morning. Rob Fisher, I'll have a discussion. So if we do anything in county government, about 5:05 or 5:10 tomorrow on the Dickson County Facebook page. But as I always like to remind everyone, if we close county government buildings, that's just administrative offices. 70% of the workers of Dickson County government are out working to protect you and to make this county safe. And that not only includes sheriff's department, highway, ambulance service, the correction officers. I missed somebody big in there, but they're all still out there working. And so you think about them. We play that one by ear, depending on what we can move trucks around. But that one will probably close. We feel good about moving our vehicles around, but bringing vehicles in now at the convenience center and the safety on that's what's in question. So we kind of measure that as we go. But if we're closed down for many days, we'll make some special arrangements like we did last year to put some trash bins here in Charlotte and in Dickson, so folks' household garbage won't build up. But yeah, I just want to remind everybody of that. I think that's the last announcement, unless y'all have something. If not, then the next regular session meeting will be on Monday, March 17th, 2025 at 7 p.m. in the Beaufort L. Booty Reed Jr. County Commission Chamber of the Dickson County Administration Building, 4 Court Square, Charlotte, Tennessee. Have a motion second adjourn? Sure do. Thanks.